Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
20 minutes
Okay.
up.
And then what brought you to Brooklyn? Where's that
Uh,
connection from?
that connection is, I think, just from following the music.
Yeah.
I I help out bands for a career,
Oh,
and I make
nice.
music kind of on my just kind of in my own on my own time.
Awesome. And then
Yeah,
for those that don't know, could you kind of introduce what the Wisconaut is, what you're kind of all about, your overall vibe?
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just something light to start us
some
off. It's all
some
good.
nice and easy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Wisconaut is a band that I started when I was in college. Um, I was playing in a really sick band called Super Defense, and they were a bit older than me, and I wanted to get my own thing going, so I bought a guitar at the thrift shop on Syracuse campus where I went to school, and I pulled that thing back to my dorm, and then within like a, a week or so, I wrote a song called Fox Point Cove, which is like a song that ended up coming out on my album like 4 years later. But it was kind of just like
Nice.
yeah. That I think the vibe is like I don't know, sponging up the things I like, the music that I like. I think when I like listening to a lot of rock and roll and kind of
hmm
putting it just I don't think any of the ideas are so original. They're just like I'm just kind of borrowing and stealing and making a pastiche.
I wouldn't say that. As soon as I mean, the first song that I heard of your guys's was Eight Ball. And I was like, oh, this is different immediately. I loved the like back and forth that you had with the like loser's gonna win. I don't know. It just felt so like it reminded me almost of like playing a game of pool with my brother or something like back and forth of that part of the song. And I was like, oh, this is really interesting. And then listened to Can't Kill a Cowboy after that. And then I was just kind of locked in. I think you guys have a totally unique sound for sure.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I see you're drinking a little something in a little glass. What's that?
Oh, it's just a little skin contact, a little biodynamic wine offering for here in Brooklyn.
Nice, nice. Okay.
I figured I saw a question about dive bars on here, so I figured I would have a little something to pretend we're just hanging.
Yeah, that was the hope because I mean, this is
A
the new
bush
saying.
apple, dude.
A
No
bush
way.
apple, yeah.
We're really in the
Really,
Midwest.
I know. I was like, I saw you had a drink. I brought it out. I wanted to see if you were drinking first because I'm not gonna let you drink alone first. But I'm not gonna drink
Nice.
if you're drinking. And then I was like, okay, well, we have to the Wisconut. Like, we gotta have
Hell
the bush
yeah.
apple, which I'm just new to as of this year. I'm pretty stoked on. Um, yeah, the
I've
whole
had my
Midwest
fair share
vibe.
of I've had my fair share of bush lights in my day. I can't say I've ever had a bush apple, but I'm sure it's really good.
The first time I had it, I talked a lot of shit about it. And I was like, this is the worst cider I've ever had. That's pretty much the description I could give to it. And then I don't know what it was. Something just like turned in me. Maybe it was the Midwest heart or something about it. And then I was like, wait a minute. This is
This
ingenious.
kind of
This is great.
rocks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
this is awesome. um, you mentioned your other bandmate too, Ryan, couldn't make it tonight. So what's it kind of like? I mean, how do you guys work together? Is he in Brooklyn too? How did you guys kind of
So
meet?
so Ryan and I have known each other since we were like 15 or 16. Um, we met in high school in the jazz band,
Oh,
and
nice.
we're both drummers by trade. And we were in the jazz combo together. We played in the big band together. Ryan is a better drummer than I am, and I even though I'm the one who plays drums when we play live. And like he would be the guy playing the drums, and I was like relegated to the bongos. And
The
yeah,
bongos, I love it.
yeah, I mean auxiliary percussion is what you'd call it. But yeah, I mean we did the musical together. We did a bunch of stuff, and I'm a year older than him, so I went off to college and kind of got this like house show exposure in upstate New York,
hmm
and came back after my first year of college, and he and I like got together one night and just, like, recorded a ton of songs that, like, made the first album actually, like, 4 years but like, in 2016, like, summer of 2016, even though that album came out in 2020.
Okay, that's
I
the
think it's
fuck
because we had, like, a
the Wisconaut one.
yeah, I think it's because
Yeah.
we had a really solid base of blues and jazz, which I think is, like, obviously what rock comes from. And he was working at a grocery store flipping burgers in the parking lot, like
Mhm.
it's called a grocery store called Sendik's, and I was working at a moving company. And I think, like, when you're just working a menial job, like, I was, like, just being told what to do all day, sitting in trucks, like, you have a lot of time on your hands to, like, write lyrics or think about
Mhm.
what you wanna do with a guitar part, or it was really great. So,
Yeah.
that was kinda how we started making music together.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it on your Instagram because I did, like, just a quick Instagram creep, almost like a Hot Ones style of, like,
Sure,
"Could you
sure, yeah,
explain
please.
could you explain this photo?" But there's so many sweet photos of just, like, old kind of house shows that were, like, years ago. Uh,
Yeah.
that just looked awesome. Is that like, how did you even organize that? Do you have any funny stories from those? I'd love to hear just kind of like I love a house party show vibe.
Yeah.
I think they're such a lost art.
Wow. Many. I mean, I guess I would definitely have to pay immediate respects to the houses that were throwing big shows
Mm,
up in Syracuse, where I'm from. We There's a place called Scarier Dome.
mhm.
Scarier Dome, I saw, like, saw Wunderbar played there. Pine Grove played there in the basement. Palehound played there in the basement. Like, Pine Grove, just, like, as a New Jersey band, like, just kinda starting out kinda thing, like, right after Cardinal came out.
Oh, wow.
Um, Lots of bands that, like, never, took off commercially as well that were incredible.
Mhm.
'Cause that obviously, that wasn't even the goal. And
Yeah.
then Space Camp was another one. I saw Crumb play in that basement, saw Horse Jumper of Love play in that basement. Spark was like a art space. There, my homies ran a place called The End,
Mhm.
and, Delwater Gap played there, Claro played there.
Damn.
Um, yeah, I mean, it was a great time. And then in Milwaukee, when I was, like, me and Super Defense came by, and we, like, my friends were living on, like, oh, man, I think they were living on, like, they were living maybe on Wisconsin Avenue, like, in the teens, like 19th and Wisconsin, something like that, and their
Mhm.
house was called The Ass, and we threw a big house show in the Ass when Super Defense came out from New York, and that was pretty awesome.
That's
So,
awesome.
those are some there's a great, I guess, a great story from The Ass is that someone that I know was, like, spray painting in the basement. And I think she, like, spray painted, like, "Rest in Peace, Harambe," and someone got, like, super mad that we were all down there huffing paint fumes, basically. It
Just
was
ho
so funny. Like, it was just like it was just like like a very 2016 moment of just, like,
very sign of the times. Where were you
yeah,
when
yeah,
Harambe died?
Harambe, and yeah, so funny. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's so good. Like, I love that the whole house party thing, I think, is coming back. Like, All American Rejects is doing that whole house party tour,
Mhm.
throughout the summer, I'm pretty sure, and they did it prior, but I just think that's just, like, the coolest thing. I know Garrett Elias in, Chicago does it too, so it's just, like, I love seeing photos like that and digging into it because there is always a story like that of someone spray painting something in a basement
Yeah,
or,
there's
I
just
don't know,
I think
someone
that's
jumping off a roof or
yeah,
something crazy.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, you released County XX, and I have it up on stream because we're listening to it as we're kind of talking. You can't hear it, sadly. It would just be probably
Oh,
too much for you
nice.
going
No,
up,
hey,
but
that's
we're
okay.
listening to it as we're talking. But um, I love the album cover for this. As someone from the Midwest and has been in a lot of Midwest areas where I've seen photos like this, I
Yeah.
is there a backstory to it? Where is this location from? What kind of inspired you to pick that as the main driver?
Um, yeah, I mean, so wow. So I finished this record. Me and Ryan made this record in, like, 4 or 5 days, something like that. like
Mhm.
in August. And then like we both had to go back to work and keep kind of doing our thing. And we were sitting on it, didn't really we were trying to think of what to do, and then summer just ended really fast and it was wintertime and we I have a friend named Ian who's a really talented photographer and he was just like, I'm super down to come to Wisconsin. So and Ian's from Florida, like has never been in the cold kind of guy.
Oh,
Um
that's quite a switch,
and
Florida to Wisconsin
yeah,
in the
but
winter.
he's also the type of guy that like gets in his car every summer and just like goes and takes like thousands of photos to make work. And so
Nice.
he's the kind of dude that I wanted to work with on this, honestly. And we just flew back for a weekend in December and drove around in my mom's car and like took some press photos for Ryan and I, but also just like I kind of just let him take pictures and we were up in this town called Random Lake, um, and which is sort of near Sheboygan. It's kind of like
Okay.
north of Milwaukee. Like it's where like it's there's a really interesting part of that area of Wisconsin that's like farms that are leading into the lake. So it's really pretty. It's just
Mhm.
like it's a really unique area in my opinion. And we were driving around and saw this sign and asked Ian to take a picture of it, and it's like he's gotta, like, get out his tripod. He shoots only in 4 by 5, like, um, you know, very, tactile. I mean, not whatever the opposite of digital is, that's what he's doing. And so he's, like, putting a hood on and, like, getting out there. It's cold. Snaps the picture, and we didn't see it for, like, another month, and then that we were like, "This is a crop in." There's, like if you go to our Instagram, there's a page that's, like, a full
The
wide crop. And yeah, I mean, the title kind of came from that. The title was originally called Deuce at some point because like the whole point of like first albums, Fuck the Wisconaut, we thought Deuce would be funny because like sort of the way that I like, sort of the way that in college this was able to grow was that I did a lot of like just kind of like shitting on the band. Like I didn't think that someone would go to a show if I told them that we were great. But if I said, "Hey, you should come
Mhm.
watch us, we suck," like a lot of people came, honestly. So we would
Like
throw these like
reverse
big
marketing.
no, yeah, I get it was just like meme. We were just like shit posting, I guess, is like what
Mhm.
before shit posting was like something that people did all the time. Like we would just it was just all fun and games and joking around and no one really took themselves super seriously. It wasn't until after that we realized that it was really special. And so yeah, basically, I mean, I thought winning and losing would be a good title too. Ryan and I
Mhm.
were talking about a lot of Cowboy Bible, I think was one. Like there were just many different titles, and then we saw this photo and we were just like, oh, it's Connie XX. It's easy. Boom.
Easy.
Yeah, I mean, it was
Done.
really hard, but yeah, it took a while, but yeah. I mean, I'm glad you like it. And then there's
Oh.
the whole war of the crop. I mean, because so basically Ian took the photo, and then one of my best friends is this guy Zach Herdman, who's a super talented art director, like for a career, and he honestly had like 100 slideshow of like where we're like concepting singles and albums and like it was such a process and the crop war of just being like like what like should it be in, should it be out? In the end he this is what Zach was pushing for and I think he was right. There's an album, really famous album, Pink Flag by Wire, and I think once I
Hmm.
saw Pink Flag um, as like a reason why that kind of having more blue and kind of more open
Ah,
space and
I
like
see.
this, like this is like I was like, you know what, you're right. And I honestly, Zach hadn't even seen Pink Flag. He just his art eye, like his designer eye, was like, this is a better look, and I think he was right.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I
yeah,
mean, it's just like to me, it's just exactly how I picture Wisconsin in the winter, like driving on a back road.
yeah,
There's
dude, it's a
nothing but
hard
like
to
you can
it's
like feel it. It's cold and in the photo itself, it just like you can feel the cold air like hit your nose almost.
yeah. Oh, it was really
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
Well,
like it.
you mentioned the Cowboy Bible. You have Can't Kill a Cowboy, and then you also have Cowboy Killer. on
Yes.
your first album too, so you got a lot of cowboy stuff going on.
I'm a victim of cowboy poser culture, dude. You know, I'm just a guy. I'm another soldier. I'm another fallen soldier. I will say though, Cowboy Killer was one of the songs that Ryan and I recorded like in my parents' basement in
Mhm.
2016, kind of before that whole trend took off.
Yeah.
Um, and we just didn't put any, honestly, the version on the album isn't the original version, but MIA is the original 2016 MIA, and
Okay.
Cherry Soda and the Happy Medium is the original 2016 Cherry Soda and the Happy Medium. Where like we went and re-recorded Cowboy Killer just because Cowboy Killer was recorded so poorly that like you couldn't have really heard it. But yeah, we I was listening to a lot of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard and a lot of
Mhm.
Black Lips stuff, and I saw that those guys were just sort of like using like Wild West allegories. And it was a once we got in that mindset, it was pretty easy actually to
Mhm.
just like make a song because you're just talking
Yeah.
about some dude. And then my dad always thinks it's about a guy on a motorcycle, but I don't know. We'll see.
I love it. I mean, I like the Midwest cowboy. There's something different to it. You know, it is like kind of the Wisconsin. I don't know. I'm from the Chicago area. I'm not from the city. I won't say that. I won't steal anyone's valor. I know somebody would shoot me if I said
Nice.
that. but,
Yeah.
uh, but like,
Hell yeah.
I don't know. There's something different. There is something different about Wisconsin, and like you mentioned Sheboygan, and like where the water just kind of meets like open land. Like Wisconsin just is so beautiful. I mean, I have such a sweet spot for it too.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
great place.
what would you say is the most like Midwest thing about you as being a Midwesterner now in New York? That's a pretty big
Wow.
shift.
Yeah, what is the most Midwestern thing about me? Oh, I'm a champion of the Midwest goodbye.
Oh, yeah? It's a
Yeah,
long one,
yeah.
huh?
Oh my
Like,
god. Oh
to the
yeah.
door, to
I'm
the
like
car.
oh yeah, hugs. I'll double back. Like I can't leave a room. I just want to like be like yeah. I would say that's
Yeah,
probably the most
n
Midwest thing about me.
no shorter than 45 minutes.
Yeah, it
I
takes
love it.
time.
I love it. I'm a big fan of the Irish goodbye. I'm Irish, so I'm good on, like, just peacing immediately.
That's
Get
a
the text,
skill.
Where are you?" "I'm already at home." By the time someone notices I'm
Yeah.
gone, I'm home, you know?
Yeah, me and my friends used to do this thing where they send a shamrock when you bounce without
Yeah.
if you make it home without anyone knowing, and you're just like, "Damn, you're good."
Yeah, that's the way. Um, again, from my, like, deep dive on your Instagram, it's gonna be, like, creepy, but I mean, this
No,
this
no,
one's
let's
not too
go.
creepy, I should say, but, like, in one of the captions you had, "We finished recording the day on the 1,000-year flood."
Oh yeah.
What's the
Okay,
1,000-year
so
flood?
basically, like, um, in this last summer, you could look it up. Last summer in August in Milwaukee, there was a flood that like blew past the 1,000-year like watermark line. Like there's a town outside of Milwaukee called Wauwatosa, which maybe you're familiar
Mhm,
with, and it was literally like completely underwater. Like, which I thought was really interesting because Heart is a song that's Ryan's song. He like
mhm,
Ryan's hands are all over this project, but like I I like maybe tweaked the lyric, like offered him a lyric on Heart, but that's really all his song. Heart
mhm,
Park is like where our high school football team used to play, and that's kind of like the root
okay,
of the song, I think. And like we finished recording this album, I went back to New York, and this storm happened, and the river like completely flooded. Our football team isn't playing at our high school football team isn't playing at Hart Park for like the next couple of years because it was completely
'cause of how
destroyed.
bad it was? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
like it was,
I
and
gotta
so
look
they
that
call
up.
it the 1,000-year flood because it. Yeah, yeah, you should check it out. The rain was
Yeah.
like it was the type of thing where like my mom hit me up and was like, because she wasn't home either. She was like, "Are you okay? Like it's really raining." And I was like, I was kind of like, "All right, mom, like you relax." Then I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
opened up my TikTok, and I was like, "This is insane." I called my mom. I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen." It was like things I remember like from high school, just completely underwater. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's
Ryan
crazy.
dropped. Yeah, Ryan dropped me off at the airport at, like, 6 AM, and I went home to New York, and then it rained like hell for, like, days.
Damn. Wow.
Yeah, so
How
it's
did I
kind of a
not
weird
hear about
one.
that on, like, my
'Cause
TikTok or anything?
it's just, like, some Milwaukee shit, dude, it doesn't it makes sense, it makes so much sense. It's its own we're our own little subculture.
Like, little bubble, yeah. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
close enough, I should get a little bit of the overlap, but it's fine, it's okay.
You guys are the big city, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Milwaukee, I'm now, this is where I'm gonna show I'm really bad at geography, like, Summerfest, I imagine
Sure.
you spent a good amount of time at Summerfest? Best shows you've seen there?
Big time.
Yeah?
Yeah,
What's
big
maybe
time.
what's maybe some of the best shows you've seen at that one? 'Cause that's I
That's a
love
tough
Summerfest, I have such a sweet spot for it.
I mean, I haven't really, um I think the shows that I mean, I saw Foo Fighters there when I was, like, a high schooler, that was pretty
Nice.
big.
That's pretty awesome.
Um, that was, like, with my best friend growing up and, like, our dads and like, it was awesome. Goodness, that was, like, about as good as it gets.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Especially for
lots
a
of,
drummer.
like yeah, yeah, big
Yeah.
time. Got to
Mhm.
see, Taylor Hawkins play.
Taylor, yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, it was a lot of my memories weren't really around the music, to be honest. Like, it was, like,
Mhm.
taking the bus with, like, one of my best friends and, like, going and just getting up to no good,
Just
and,
kinda walking around.
yeah, it was more about the social aspect, and, like, I think it
Yeah.
was, I I'm I don't know if I need to return, I
Yeah.
based on what based on what went down.
I
Unless we
think
get the
that's
offer to play Summerfest, if you want us to play, we'll obviously show up, but
you hear that, Summerfest?
yeah.
Summerfest is in Chad, famously, all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, no, I think I have a very similar vibe, I think, with that and, like, Lollapalooza for me. That was, like, you just kind of you've spent your younger years there, you don't know if you need to go back.
Yeah, yeah,
But
I'm more of a venue guy
yeah,
now, more than a
me
fest.
too. Yeah, Fest I realize my age when I'm there, I'm like,
Yeah.
"Mm."
My lower back, I'm like, "What the hell? This
I'm
is crazy."
standing.
Yeah, I'm like, "This is
Standing for
insane."
this long.
Yeah.
Um, okay, now this I think is gonna get creepy, and this could actually be just because of shared account between you and Ryan, but I saw that one of the comments someone mentioned, like, "Heart" is my favorite off of the album,
Oh,
and
yeah, yeah.
the Wisconaut account replied, "Me too." Was
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
was that you or Ryan, and is that
That's
true? What
me,
is your favorite yet?
Ryan doesn't have Instagram. Like, he has an account,
But
and, like, I tag him and everything, he doesn't use it. He's smarter than I am. He's like, I'm off that shit." I don't know, what's my favorite song off this album? It changes. Like,
Yeah,
I think, yeah, I think it changes. Some
mhm.
days it's yeah, one day I just listened to this and I liked it, like, the whole album, and I was like, "Alright, there we go." It took me a
Now it's
sec.
good.
It took me a sec. Yeah, and so, like, so it oscillates. I mean, sometimes it's Running Back to You, sometimes it's, Let 'Em Roll, I think I'm proud of the lyrics on that. I think 8 Ball is a good success for Ryan and I, we're happy about that.
Yeah,
And Kill a Cowboy might just be, like, our offering to the world, you know?
yeah.
Just I don't really know if we'll ever hit it like that again, but it was good. Like,
Gonna
that was a flow state.
I'm sure you will. I was curious, I wanted to ask too about, like, You and Me, because
Sure.
that's, like, the opening song on the album. Could
Yeah.
you kinda tell me what that's about? Who is
Yeah.
the You and Me of it all?
I think it's just a kinda broader commentary on relationships,
Yeah,
of any kind, you know? Where,
yeah,
like, um, it it's about, I guess, like, 2 paths diverting in the woods, you know?
yeah,
And how, like, I don't know, like, we're like friends, you know, and it's about you, but we're not those kind of friends, I'm sorry, kind of thing. I don't know if
yeah.
that makes any sense.
No, I mean, definitely. For me, like, the when I listened to it, like, there was someone in my life that I thought of that we're good friends, but we just, like I haven't seen her probably in, like like 3 or 4 years, you know? It's just like one of those friends, but
Yeah,
like I would still say that's one of like my best homies. We talk randomly
mhm,
throughout the year just through like texting and stuff. But like that's what that song kind of meant to me of like, you know, that like diverging paths as you're getting older kind of thing.
bro. Senile Walrus hit me with the Robert Frost type shit. Damn, let's go.
Walrus is
Thank you.
always gonna have the cuts.
Thanks for the one-liner, Walrus. Appreciate you. Yeah, so that's you and me. I mean, honestly, the truth is it's a complete ripoff of, Indian Summer by Beat Happening and
Mm,
Venus in Furs by the Velvet Underground,
okay.
yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's not an original idea, but I'm yeah, oh, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, so I just
Yeah.
exposed myself, but it's true.
Hey, everyone gets inspiration from something. I want to ask too. Okay, your painting that you have back there. That's
You probably think you think it looks like King Crimson, right? Is that what you're gonna say?
I I wasn't. I was
Oh,
gonna say it was
that's
interesting.
some
Sometimes.
people think it looks like the King Crimson Court of the Crimson King album, but, my
Oh.
roommate, my Zach, the guy who did the album cover art direction,
Mhm.
he painted that.
Oh shit.
He's a yeah, he's a really talented painter.
Nice.
So, I just have
Man,
his artworks everywhere.
multi-talented. It's
Yeah,
one of those people, you know, that they like creative direct photography and then can paint like just really quick.
yeah,
Some people have it all.
yeah.
Um, quick another like fun silly. I'm just trying to work in like fun little silly stuff too.
Please, yeah, let's go.
We were we were talking tier lists recently, specifically as
Oh,
it
yeah,
relates to gas stations.
yeah. Well, you
Do you
already know
have
my number 1.
what is your number one?
Quick Trip for sure.
Quick Trip? That is the one.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like Quick Trip. I mean, I spent some time touring, so I like a Wawa as well.
Okay.
Um, I love a Buc-ee's.
Yep.
Um,
We've got some big Bucky's fans.
Buc-ee's is just kinda hard to I'm never in that zone. I'm not really in the South, so it's hard to say. But I fuck with Wawa pretty heavy. I got a hoagie at Wawa, you know?
I've
Yeah.
never been to a Wawa or a Bucky's, but I mean, we have some like
Wawa is so gas, bro.
oh.
It's actually crazy.
Have Casey's made their way up to Wisconsin yet? I don't know. Well, you're not
Yeah,
there all
yeah.
the time, but
Casey's General Store, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
that's
We
like
got
the
that.
new like nicer one, at least by me, that I'm like, oh, this is like a different gas station experience. It doesn't make me feel
Yeah.
like I need to take a shower after.
Yeah, big time.
um, Saturday Night, I can only assume, is a song written about maybe some of your time spent at ass. Now I'm saying it like I was there
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly. I mean, like it's just about, I was just listening to, The Chats a lot. You know
Oh,
that band?
love the chats. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can even hear like a
I can
faux
hear the
Australia
vibe.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, just like a I got really into them. So, there's a great if you want there's a there would there's a great time, like, COVID, but it was like we weren't quite out of COVID yet. Yeah, the pizza's really good at Casey's, that's what I was gonna say,
Mhm.
but I'm glad Chat brought it up. Yeah, basically, I printed me so Zach and I printed this run of teas, like, they were, like, safety yellow Wisconaut teas, and we all went to the Chat show in Brooklyn, and they were just, like, out, like, everyone just had their Wisco teas on, probably, like, maybe
Nice.
a gaggle of, like, 12 of us, and,
A
like
gaggle.
yeah, I mean, it was so epic. It was so epic. It was their first time in America, or their second time in America, and then I just see them every time they're here, and it
Mhm.
rocks. But that was I mean, that yeah, those are quick and easy. There's a Box Lab and Saturday Night are from the same sort of batch of tunes. There's
Mhm.
one that didn't make it, because it was, well, too silly. Um,
What made it too
and,
silly?
it was just like a funny it was just a song about, like I'll send it to you after, it's just
Okay.
dumb. Yeah.
I love the chats. The
Um,
last time they were in Chicago, I was so bummed. I miss them. But like Aussie rock
yeah, it's
is
great. So, it's always been great. So, it's AC/DC, like, even, like, the pop, like, Crowded House.
mhm. Yep.
You got, like, that you got the Tame Impala, you got the King
Mhm.
Giz.
Yep.
Yeah, it's awesome. Love
I've
Aussie
been
rock.
listening to a lot of They're called Pissed Idiots.
Piss Days is great. Yeah, they
I
actually opened up. They opened up for the Chats.
did they?
Yeah,
Don't
they got
tell me
that
that.
song.
That's gonna bum me out even more. Yeah, Sweet Headache
99
and
Bottles. Yeah, it's a banger.
yes, yeah, I love them. I've been ripping them a lot lately. And then another like
Hell
good
yeah.
like kind of like on the emo fringe, Sly Withers. They're pretty good. Uh,
Sick.
Another Aussie band I've been listening to a lot lately.
Dope.
Um, so I know this has only been out for like 10 days. Have you performed any of these live yet? What's that look like? Are you gonna do any live shows?
Yeah, we played a show in Brooklyn with the homies in Petite League. We
Mm-hmm.
played a show at this place in Brooklyn. We also actually played a show with them at Shuba's over the summer too.
Oh,
Um, and we played some of that. We played a lot of these tracks. I think at Shuba's we played 8 Ball, we played Box Lab, we played um
damn. I
Saturday
just
Night.
just missed you guys, I bet. Cause
Nah,
let me
dude, nah, it's all
let
good.
me
But honestly, we went on tour for 3 days. It was literally like we played Ohio, Chicago, Milwaukee, and we were
nice.
so fired up that we went and made a fucking record
Yeah,
after that. We were like, we got to keep fucking doing this shit.
let's go. Yeah, no, I found you guys in February because that's when I added you to a playlist. That's
Nice.
how like remember through time immediately, and it was 8 Ball, which I was like I was obsessed with. I have to look at my stats FM of how many times I listened to it. I think it was like way too much,
That's awesome.
but it like inspired my whole playlist of just like insane kind of pool theme.
Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome.
Yeah. My playlist titles aren't always like the most like super brand friendly, but
Nah,
it's
that's
kind of
awesome.
it's kind of similar to I think like your approach of like you just gotta like as the Brits say take the piss out of it because like
Yeah, and honestly,
if
like
you're too
I think
serious
that
it's like it
it's no
sucks.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I honestly think that like what I hit you up because I saw you added on that playlist, and I was like, oh, like this person's mad cool. Like so
Nice.
I was honestly proud to inspire that if we did.
um Back to your Instagram deep dive.
Yeah.
Can't Kill a Cowboy. There's a clip of you setting yourself on fire. Is it you? Who is it? Who's set on fire?
Yeah. Honestly, so that's the thing. Honestly, chat, you should check that out. I made that video like 2 years ago. Maybe more. I think this will be the third. Who knows? Doesn't matter. But one of my best friends, another guy from Wisconsin, he lives in California now. We went and he wanted it. He was crashing my house once. We had this idea. We were like, it was like Spike Jones inspiration. There's like a famous skate video where someone's lit on fire, and so we were like talking about it, and he was like, I really want you to get lit on fire. Like I think it'd be legendary.
If someone
And
said that to me, I'd be like, "Oh, are we friends?"
no, I was like, he's right. He's right. He's right. But I don't have that in me. We had to get we got a stunt double. We actually got a
Nice. Okay.
father son stunt team in the middle of the writers' strike. We met them on this cliff in south of San Diego, and and this was like the sunset before the morning that we did this. We like shook hands, scoped it out. Then we met at 4 a.m. at the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
I had a few thousand in cash for them. They literally showed up in a van. The father lit the son on fire. He jumped off the cliff. My friend Austin was like our water safety guy, and like we pulled him out of the water with a fucking dinghy.
Yeah.
They threw it was Gianni Sr. and Gianni Jr. Gianni Sr. throws Gianni Jr. away wet into the van, and they drove away. I've never seen them again. We keep in touch on Instagram. Now chat, I got a good one for you, and Cater. Gianni Sr. did the stunt coordination for the Joe album, Chicago legend, Joe Keery.
Yeah. Like
Johnny Senior did the stunt coordination for that, and he's for that album cover, and he's in the album cover. He's the guy in the top right window of the Crux album. That's
I'm
Johnny
pulling
Senior,
up.
and and Joe brought it up on late night in an interview. Like a good friend of mine sent me this interview. It was like Joe Keery being interviewed by Jimmy Fallon or one of the
Mm-hmm.
Jimmys, who knows. And I thought, he was like, watch this. And I was like, dude, I'm not watching this. Cause I just was like, I don't know. Like, I don't need to hear about, end of in Chicago. I feel
Yeah,
it. And
yeah, yeah.
he was like, dude, you better fucking watch this. And I watched it and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And I sent it to all it was probably like 4 of us. One of my other really tight homies, Austin, he came down and like my homie Kelly, like it was a team effort and we gave all the money to the Giannis and like it was
The
good that we did that,
Giannis.
but I know, Walrus. It's honestly the craziest lore. But so here's the problem. I don't know how to tell anybody this story. Like, I'm like, every time I see, the other day I texted Sam. I was like, dude, like, man, I feel like that video should be bigger. And he was like, yeah. He said yes. But I remember, he says he remembers a conversation where we made that video on the grounds that we wanted it to be big when we were dead. So maybe
Okay.
that's going to happen. But
That's
I don't know. That's what's up. That's kind of the
yeah.
vibe of that video. But I'm proud of that. I owe a lot to Sam and Kelly and Austin and Johnny Senior and Johnny Junior.
That's so
Big
fun.
time.
Like with the full
Yeah.
suit, fully wet.
Yeah, we
Just-
we like it, man. There's many layers of flame retardant gear. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Man. It was honestly like it was a thrill. It was awesome. It was
that's
really
so
cool.
crazy that was 4 a.m. too. I like from the clip I saw, I assumed it was like at sunset, but it's just kind of cool to hear.
There was
like
movie magic, dude.
Yeah.
Movie magic. Yeah, basically, I mean, he went up like crazy. Like he went up insane, and like people were like running to the cliff. It was like kind of like a nice neighborhood, so like well-to-do people walking their dogs were like running
what
to
the
cliff.
fuck's going on?
Yeah, like we can hear the sirens, and we all just like cleared out, and we just like drove away and went to a diner. Me, Sam, and Austin, and we were just like, and then this other guy, Austin, who did the water safety. We just like had a breakfast, and that was it. I mean, it was like exhilarating. It was insane. So that's the tale.
What a way to start the day. It's just immediate.
Yeah.
Okay, we were chatting like dive bar vibes. What are you queuing first in a dive bar? Touch tunes. What's on your lock?
Question. I don't know. Probably like a southern rock situation. Yeah. I think I don't know. I mean, I just was at a dive bar the other day, and I started with like I think I started with like Bob Seger, like Main Street or something like that.
Yes, I fucking love Bob Seger so hard. Yeah. There was an era of my life here where all I would play was Night Moves, and it was before Night Moves started becoming like a trendy thing. Like all of a sudden, it's like a trend.
Night Moves it's trend. Like, it's cool though. It's valid. Cool. Like Bob Seger rocks. I do love Bob Seger. I mean, I love like fucking Goo Goo Dolls. Like I love like I love putting on some Third Eye Blind. Love putting on some Creedence, love putting on some Skinner, love putting on some Replacements. I love putting on some Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it all.
A little bit of I also immediately go to like Fuel.
Turn the Page is great.
Yeah. Anything there. Just something that I can feel like I would divorce somebody to, you know? That's the vibe.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I love it. Okay, favorite lyric off the album?
My album?
Yeah. Favorite one. Like, if you were to get one tattooed, what would it be?
Oh, shit.
I know, that's a tough one. Or even, like, if you have an idea, like...
I mean, like, Loser's Gonna Win. Loser's Gonna Win is probably the most obvious. I do think that's a pretty... I mean, we thought that could be an album cover at some point, too. I mean, I like there's a line in Let 'Em Roll where I was like, I'm a junkie. I'm a monkey corporate junkie doing nothing, have a scroll. I like that one.
I was
I
listening to
like
that today while I was
yeah.
doing my corporate monkey stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I like that one. I'm like, that's a song about just like making some money, you know?
Yeah, just like selling your soul to just do what you need to do. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
hitting me like all too hard today. It's like, oh man, that is a good
yeah.
one. Okay, am I reading too much into "Loser's Gonna Win" and like how that kind of back and forth is? What
I don't
what
think
what
so. I
kind of
mean,
was that intention? Like the way I heard it in my head was
yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh, I got you. I
yeah,
got you. I got you. So the story goes, I was on a surf trip in Indonesia when we were in this like tiny little backwater back bay little street. There was nothing to do. There was
mhm,
genuinely nothing to do. There was sun goes down, you go to bed, or you could go hang out in the lobby of this hotel. Um, and in the lobby of the hotel was a pool table, and we would just like drink either like Indonesian hooch that we would have to go up into a mountain and get like on a motorbike, or drink beers. And I think like I hit it. Someone scratched on the 8 ball, and someone was like, "Ah, man, that's a loser's win," or something like that.
yep,
And I was like, "Ooh, that's a fucking good line." And then we just yeah. It's kind of
yeah.
about like I don't know, it's kind of about how like, if someone scratches on the 8 ball, like you don't really feel like you won,
It's
like
not really a
you
yeah,
and you don't really feel good about scratching on it. There's a whole dichotomy there. It's like,
yeah,
would you really wanna I don't know. Would you wanna like yeah, I don't know.
like an unearned win for sure.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that it just like I don't know, it immediate like the back and forth of it just reminded me like immediately of like my childhood playing. For some reason, my brother and I played pool as kids. I don't know why, but that was
Nice. Yeah, my
just
brother and I did too. My grandmother had a table.
yeah, like it's a very I feel like Midwestern thing to do. Like for some reason, someone's always got a pool table in the basement, like near the basement bar or something. Uh,
Yeah.
and yeah, I could just hear that like, ah, loser's gonna win, like kind of being said in that same energy. So that was like it just immediately hit home for me, that delivery of it.
Nice.
Yeah. What's a song that you wish you wrote? Like,
Oh
just
my god.
I know that's tough. I know. But or maybe even
Um,
it's a line that, like, as soon as you heard it, you're like, "Fuck, that's a good line." Kinda like how
no,
you
I mean
were with that, like, "Loser's gonna win."
there's plenty of songs I wish I wrote, honestly. Um, hmm, plenty of songs I wish I wrote. I love, like, "September Girls" by Big Star. I think that's a really good
Uh,
one I wish I wrote. I mean, I love anything by The Replacements. I mean, I love, like I Hate Music by The Replacements. I wish I wrote that one for sure. Uh, I definitely wish I wrote Bonehead's Bank Holiday by Oasis. I
mm,
definitely wish I wrote, I definitely wish I wrote Father of Mine by Everclear. Ooh. Because, like,
dude.
yo, not be honestly, like, shout out my pops, that's my guy, I love that dude. Like, like, I got a great relationship with my dad. I can't act like I have this issue with with my dad, but that song is fucking incredible. Like, even
That
just, like, the way it's mixed, the way the drums are, the way that it's like, that's a fucking banger.
is there
You know what I'm
every time
saying?
I play that, because I play that all the time, because I am the same way. As soon as I heard that, that, like, changed me and my father, that's, like, a very similar relationship. So I was like, "Oh, this is fucking good." Every time I play that or, like, someone will be like, "Santa Monica is the best one." And I'm like, "I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
though,
the
dude."
whole
Like,
there's actually
there's,
a
like, a
thing going
fight,
on the
yeah.
internet, yeah. I like 'em both. I think he's a good songwriter, whatever his name is.
Yeah, wait, I found out
Art Alexis is his name. Yeah, he's a great songwriter. He actually has, like, Parkinson's or MS or something, and he's but, like, he has some sort of medical thing, and he's still touring. It's really awesome.
is he really? Did you know okay, maybe I don't know if did you ever see Ned's Declassified? School Survival
Oh,
School?
yeah, but not like a
Not like a
lot,
f
like, I wouldn't know much.
I he apparently was on it, like a regular feature in it,
That's
and
that's
someone
epic.
mentioned that, uh, I have to see what it was, who the character was. He was like a teacher on it, like
That's
the nerdy teacher that had but he had, like, tattoos always peeking out of his shirt, and I remember thinking, "That's
that's
crazy."
fire.
Yeah,
That's
but when I
awesome.
found that out, I was like, "That's nuts." Lead singer of Everclear, moonlighting on Ned's Declassified.
Probably some
School.
good cash. Yeah,
Yeah,
he has MS.
yeah.
He has MS. Anyways, sorry.
Ah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, but I
That is
think he
tough.
still tours, and just I think it's awesome.
Are you guys doing a tour soon? Is that anything on the
Um,
horizon?
if people want us to tour, sure. I don't really think there's like a demand. Um,
I'll start spamming
yeah.
it under Shuba's Instagram. I'll do it.
Uh,
Don't think I won't.
my dream. You could clip this if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
yeah, yeah.
I want to play the empty bottle really bad. I really
Okay.
want the empty bottle to get in touch. I think I've heard that that's a dope spot. Um, I don't know. It might be maybe it's too big for us, but I love the empty bottle.
We'll get it. We'll get it spammed.
Nice. Yeah.
As the community will come at it.
Nice.
Awesome. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time tonight. I know this was kind of like the amount of time I had planned for this evening for us to just kind of hang out, talk about the album.
Yeah.
But I just can't say enough. Thank you so fucking much for coming on. Cobra Lounge would be sick. I was just talking about Cobra Lounge literally today, Walrus. That's so funny that you bring up that place. Um, but thank you so much for just like hanging and I mean, thanks
Dude,
for
yeah,
a
of course.
beautiful,
This was
beautiful album.
dude, hey man, shout out Ryan. Shout out Ryan. Shout out Ryan. Shout out Matt. Our homie Matt Schusler mixed it. That guy is chill. This is a good story actually.
Yeah.
So, there's this really talented guy named Graham Hunt. I would actually just put y'all on to Graham Hunt. Honestly, I wish I wrote a couple. I wish I wrote Emergency Contact by Graham Hunt. Does Chad know that song?
I'm putting it on right now. Let's see. Sorry,
Bro.
I'm interrupting the Wisconaut
No.
playthrough,
Try not
but
to laugh.
I got
Yeah.
it.
Emergency Contact. So
That's
good.
nice. I'm adding this to my library.
Nice. Anyways, so I think this guy Matt mixed Emergency Contact.
Mhm.
I'm honestly so psyched for you to listen to this because I think you're gonna love it. You should send me an email when you listen to it. This whole album, Try Not to Laugh, is incredible. He's a legend. I want to work with him someday.
I'm saving
Um,
it. Oh, I can
and
like hear the like. I mean, you guys should just do a show together. I can hear
I
it.
would
You
love
know?
to.
Yeah,
If Grant would
yeah.
ever want to, I totally would. Tommy Stinson. So I heard someone was talking about replacements in the chat, and because I obviously love the replacements. Tommy Stinson produced Graham's high school band album. Graham and I chatted on the phone once, and so that's how I know that. He's got lore. Anyways,
He's got lore.
so I was like, yo, how do I get that Graham Hunt sound? I'm gonna just see who mixed this Graham Hunt album. And this guy Matt Schusler did. So I hit up
Mhm.
Matt Schusler, got his email. I said, hey man, I got this record that we're making. It's me and the homie Ryan. Like, I don't know how much you know about recording, but like we had 8 stems per track, which means like we had like
Pretend I know nothing.
okay, like like when you're talking about recording on an 8-track, it's like
Yeah,
8-track is like the oldest, simplest way, and like we were able to have like a two inputs for drums, one for guitar, one for bass, one for
Okay.
vocals. At maximum, we'd have like 3 other parts, maybe an acoustic. So it's like a punk record, and he was like, "Oh, I'll totally mix it." And anyways, the album's done. This is months later. I haven't talked to Matt in so long. My friend invites me to go see Wednesday perform in
Love
Brooklyn.
Wednesday.
So I go to Wednesday, and this really dope artist named Daffo is opening.
Mhm.
And Daffo plays this killer set, and she's introducing her band, and she's like, "Yeah, and this is my drummer, and this is my guitar player by name." And then she goes, "And this is Matt Schusler on the bass, man. Shout out Matt Schusler." And I just was like, "No way!" And so I text his number. I'm like, "Hey, dude, I haven't talked to you in since like August," and he doesn't know anything about me. Like he genuinely doesn't know shit about me. He just knows that I'm a guy who like sent him some stems once, and he mixed our record.
Yeah.
And I talked to him at Brooklyn Steel for like an hour, and he was like, "Dude, you made a good record." And I was like, "Thanks, man." I was like, "Who the fuck are you, dude? This is crazy. You're on the road with Wednesday. I'm like, you realize you're on the road with like fucking Kim Deal? Like you're on the road with like the fucking coolest chick ever. Like
right
the
now.
fucking goat.
Yeah.
Like, yeah." And he just was like, he's a music man. He's a professional musician. So just thought that was a cool little Matt Schuster story. But yeah, check out Graham Hunt. Shout out Matt
Dude,
Schuster. That's
I
the
like
record.
this. Have you listened to any Slim Dan? You know
Yeah,
Slim Dan?
I fuck with Slim Dan. Yeah, I like
Yeah, I
that.
feel like
I like
that's the
that
vibe. It's kind of
Caesar salad Dan vibe. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Good
yeah,
songwriter.
yeah. Just like I don't know, I love like I feel like you guys kind of have a similar vibe too of just like kind of that like making
Whoa.
music for the hell of it of like I just want to like put something out there and if it sticks, great. It's like it's really for you, but there's like I don't know, it's just like so authentic and cool. That's what I love about it. That's your
Yeah,
overall
he
vibe
is.
to me. Yeah.
Oh, ours?
Oh yeah, you and
Oh,
like you and
shit.
Slim Dan. That's why I was kind of going on that like tangential
Nice.
from there. But like, yeah, I don't know. It's just like making music for just making music.
Hell yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's what I love. So that's why
Thanks,
immediately
dude.
I was a lock on your guys' stuff for sure.
Appreciate it, man.
Sorry about my dog just having a complete zoomie behind me right now.
That's okay, dude.
Coworkers, you just can't
Yeah,
find a good
dude.
one, you know?
Yeah. Oh,
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I we're over. I don't want to like take too much of your night. That I just want to be conscientious of that. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out. This is so fucking cool. I'm gonna pull some clips from this, share it. But
yeah.
yeah,
Well, you don't,
I
no pressure. I don't know if I'm the best. I don't know if I'm the
no.
best interviewee or whatever. But
This was awesome. Yeah, it's cool to just chat music and like I don't know anything about like recording and stuff. So just even hearing like that kind of breakdown of the tracks is like I soak that stuff in. That's really cool.
hell yeah.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, thanks so much, dude. I hope you have a great rest of your night.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Good night, dude.
Peace. What do I do? Do I